Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we unpack the science behind our daily lives. Today, we're talking about a vaccine, but not for the flu or a virus. We're talking about a vaccine for your mind. In an age where a lie can travel around the world before the truth even puts its shoes on, how do we defend ourselves? The answer might lie in a fascinating concept called psychological inoculation, or as it's more commonly known, prebunking. It's a proactive way to build a mental defense system against misinformation. The idea actually goes back to the 1960s, when social psychologist William McGuire figured out that you can make people resistant to persuasion by exposing them to a weakened version of a misleading argument. Think of it like a medical vaccine. You get a tiny, harmless dose of a pathogen, and your body builds antibodies to fight off the real thing later. Psychological inoculation works in two steps. First, there's the forewarning. You're told that a threat to your beliefs is coming, which motivates you to build up your defenses. Second, there's the refutational preemption. You're shown a microdose of the misinformation, but it comes with a clear explanation of why it's flawed and the manipulative tactics it uses. The goal isn't just to debunk one fake story, but to teach you how to spot the techniques themselves, creating a broader, more lasting immunity. This is very different from our usual approach, which is called debunking or fact-checking. Debunking is reactive. It's a constant game of whack-a-mole, trying to correct false stories that have already gone viral. And sometimes, telling someone their belief is wrong can just make them dig their heels in even deeper. Prebunking is preventative. It's like putting on a suit of armor before you go into battle, rather than trying to perform surgery on the battlefield. So, what does this vaccine actually contain? Researchers have developed a few strategies. There's fact-based inoculation, which corrects a specific falsehood before it spreads. But the more common approach is logic-based inoculation. This is where you learn the playbook of misinformation. You learn to spot tactics like using emotionally charged language to bypass your critical thinking, or scapegoating, where a person or group is unfairly blamed for a problem. You learn to recognize false dichotomies, which present only two extreme options, and the use of fake accounts to impersonate credible sources. This isn't just a lab theory. It's being used in the real world with amazing results. Have you ever heard of the games Bad News or Go Viral? They actually put you in the shoes of a fake news creator, teaching you the tricks of the trade in a safe environment. Studies show that playing these games significantly improves a person's ability to spot manipulative content. Researchers from the University of Cambridge and Google's Jigsaw unit took this to a massive scale. They created short 90-second animated videos explaining misinformation tactics and ran them as ads on YouTube. The results were incredible. Millions of users showed a significant improvement in identifying manipulation techniques after watching just one of these short clips. But, just like some medical vaccines, the effects of a psychological inoculation can fade over time. The initial resistance might only last a few weeks or a month. That's where psychological booster shots come in. A study in Nature Communications found that sending follow-up reminders or reinforcement messages can dramatically strengthen your long-term resistance. These boosters work by reinforcing your memory of the original inoculation, helping you hold on to those critical thinking skills for much longer. Psychological inoculation isn't a silver bullet that will solve the entire misinformation problem overnight, but it's an incredibly powerful tool. It's most effective when combined with other strategies, like simple reminders to check the accuracy of what you're about to share. By integrating prebunking into our education, our social media platforms, and our general media literacy, we can empower ourselves. We can build a stronger, more discerning society, one booster shot at a time. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.